Oh, look. Oh, I'm going to shut up completely. We have a guest. And who is this?
Let me, it's my great pleasure to introduce Georgette Dante, a woman of many talents. How are you, Georgette? Lovely to see you. How are you?
I'm good, honey. I love your hair. Beautiful.
You know something, Georgette, I'm Ninon, and you look very comfortable there.
I am. I'm at home, relaxing, enjoying life.
You do. You might want to put yourself on a little bit more of an angle, because all I've got is just your legs and your body is way back. And let's get your legs, get you a little bit more. Oh, look, somebody else is in there. Who's that in there?
And she's helping me out.
Oh, well, tell her to move out of the picture.
Okay, you got it right?
Yeah, how are
you? Is that right now? Are you there? Hello?
Yes, we want to see your lovely face, Georgette. We want to see you, all the wonderful you that you are. We want to see all of that.
Yeah, but let her get a little bit closer to your face. Well, she might
Bring the tape over.
Looks like she wants to show her legs. I mean, you know, that's what she wants.
Oh, what's all I got going for me is my legs. You're 72 now. That's all hanging in there is my legs.
Yeah, you're perfect.
You see me now, honey?
Yeah, you're perfect.
Hubba, hubba?
Hubba, hubba.
You there?
Hubba, hubba. Hubba. I'm there. So, Georgia, we're going to have a little conversation first, and then I want to try to get a 2-minute sort of what you want and how we can arrange to get what we can do. So let's have a little bit about you. Number one, how old are you?
I'm 72.
How old?
72, and I have performing now since I was 3 years old. I was born and raised by the circus. I was 69 years performing. I'm in 12 books, 4 museums, 7 movies.
Did you really say? Did you say 72?
I said 72. I don't drink. I don't smoke.
Yeah,
and I don't date.
Is everything
the main thing, honey? I don't date. I haven't dated since 1972. I don't have those psychological problems. You know what I mean?
Yes. So, how do you like your career? How has it been for you? Have you kind of done everything you like, or you look like you got some stuff left?
Well, honey, I'm a legend of burlesque. I'm a legend of the circus. I worked with lions, tigers, cougars. I wrestled alligators. I was once buried on the ground in my van for a week with 102 rattlesnakes. Promote boxing and wrestling. I'm very strong. I do acrobatics, fire breathing, pickpocketing, hypnosis, strong women. Born and raised in the circus, toured on carnival rides, drove semi-trucks. I worked 18 tournaments a day. And now I'm preparing for the movie business. Producing and directing, doing movies.
Let me ask you
the first movie, you there?
Yeah, let me ask you a question. Being in the circus business and in circus all your life, do you feel that you may have missed out on other life? It's just being, because I know when you're in a circus, you're kind of in there 24 hours a day, and you travel and you're.
Yeah, but see, I'm not just circus. I was born in Ringling Brothers, carnivals. My parents had a traveling nightclub, had girl shows, and I worked with lions and tigers and cougars, and performing 69 years, driving 80 to 100,000 miles a year, and working 18, 20, 30 hours. No sleep 2, 3 days at a time. So I know how to work hard. So and in the movies, I'm going to be doing a movie about abusing battered women, veterans, not veterans, homeless, gay people. It's going to be called Body and Mind. And I'm also going to be doing a movie about my life as well. Right now, Jimmy Madonna did a documentary on me, and it's 400 pictures, 20,000 words, and 7 movies. I just got to do a movie. I played the grandmother of a famous opera singer with Antonio. It's called Finding Godel.
I'm too young to be a
and it's supposed to be released. It's supposed to be released the day the virus hit. So we got to put that little hole. But I need financial back and start my movie company. Commercials, recording studios, and I have bands. I worked with Bob Hope, Chubby Checker, Buddy Hackett. I'm in 12 books, and I've been in 7 movies.
You talk all the time. Yeah. I got to ask you a question.
Okay.
very well. So what's the name of the company of your, the name of your movie company? What's the name of it?
Well, it's going to be called GD Productions. I'm Georgette Dante.
Okay.
And if you want to know more about me, go to my Facebook. And you're going to see the different shows I've done, and the lions, the tigers, the cougars, and the movies and TVs and shows I've done, and celebrities I've worked with. And I travel, like I said, 100,000 miles a year. My whole life.
You did the driving?
Oh, I always do my driving. I don't date. I don't socialize. And as I said, I go 2-3 days at a time, no sleep, because in a circus, in a carnival, you put up, you tear down, you're back down the road again.
I couldn't dating. I don't think it's necessary to date. I was married for 29 years. I've done my thing. I put my time in. I'm now a free woman.
see, that's what I said. That's why I don't date. I haven't dated in 1978. I do not need the psychological problems. No. I love me. I don't give me no problems.
And if you do, it's your fault.
You trust me. I know how to take care of me. If I need sex or something, I can take care of me just fine. I do not need the problems. I've been there, done that. You see, the first movie I'm going to do is going to be about abusing battered women, and because women's been through so much, they really have. That's the reason why I don't date. I've been there, done that.
So, in other words, you've been abused.
Not for long. I didn't put up with Donnie. I was married for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
He tried to beat me up, put a pencil in my throat. I put my brass knuckles on. Certain carnival people look pretty well now. I broke his nose, his back jaw, 4 ribs, and his ring finger. I want that ring off the finger. So don't give me no SH, if you no IT. I don't take no abuse at all. Never did, never will.
I'm very friendly with you. I don't want to get beaten up by you. So, what can I help you with? Is there anything I can help you with?
Yeah, we need financial backing, but I don't want just any financial backing. I want people, whoever financial money-wise, I want to make sure that we communicate well.
Okay.
Because you have someone that has their own way of thinking, and I'm 69 years performing, and I got some beautiful. I'm in Dusty Summers. She's one of my partners. Okay. I'm in 2 of her 5 books, and David Williams. He used to do publicity for Winning by the Circus. He's one of my partners. And Grand Filippo has a fabulous museum with all kinds of beautiful, beautiful wardrobe. And the day the bars hit, his museum was going to be open. So I got good quality, good people, old school. Of course, I'm a new generation, to tell our stories, you know what I'm saying?
George, you should have your own movie. You should make a movie about yourself because you're amazing. You are a legend because you know all these
I do. I am a legend. I worked hard to be that way too. And I have a lot of legends in my life that I care about. Our stories need to be told as well. And yeah. I'm already, like Jimmy Madonna did, he did Tammy Wynette, Al Green. He did 400 pictures and 20,000 words about my life.
Wow.
And I'm already in 7 movies already. And the first movie I did was called Monster and the Stripper. It wasn't, so anyway, I've done. I know I'm doing. I just need the money. The moolah. Did you do the strip?
Did you strip?
I started at 12 years old in the carnival. And by the time I was 19, I didn't take my clothes off anymore. I didn't have to. Because I do acrobatics, fire breathing, pickpocketing, hypnosis, strong woman, bullet artist. I was a novelty act for most of my time. My mother, I'm a 6th generation on my mother's side. 5th on my father's side, and 5th on my stepfather's side to show people.
You're a very powerful woman, and you should definitely get your voice out there and help all these women that don't have the strength and the power that you have. And I think when you said you're going to do a movie about
abusing bad women,
I think this is amazing. I think within your movie, I think you need to put a couple of strong women in there that could be.
It is going to be. It's going to be strong, healthy, and it's going to be underground Las Vegas. We're going to have a situation under Las Vegas. We find out about certain men treat women bad. We're going to go get them, bring them back under the ground, and treat them exactly the way they did the woman. Show them how to be a better person. So they knew, people don't know. If people knew better, they wouldn't be doing what they do. They wouldn't. And the other movie I'll be doing would be about gay people. Gay people. It's going to be called Body and Mind.
Is that about gay
body
women?
And mind?
Will that be?
Sometimes you're born with a man's body, but your mind is a woman's mind. you know, you have to go what you're thinking about.
I frankly don't I don't know what I am.
I know what you mean. Trust me, I do.
I know exactly what I am. But absolutely amazing. I just wanted to, we got Julio. Julio's now. Can we get Julio in?
Yes, this is,
Hi, how are you?
this is Jay Perez. Is that right?
Jay Perez.
Yes, yes, it is.
Hello, Jay. So glad that you're here. He is a videographer and a dancer in hip hop and house. He's a wonderful dancer. Hello, welcome, Jay. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. Thank you, AJ, man. Thank you for having me on your show, man. It's a big thing out here in the United States, man. I love watching you.
Very well. You can't. Your lighting's not good.
My lighting. All right. I will get to a lighter place. I am outside.
Yeah, that's a little better.
Yeah, a little better. There's a light right there.
Yeah, we need to see you. I want to see your face. I want to see who
you want to see my face?
I want to see.
All right. Walk to the middle. There I am.
That doesn't want to get married and a man that doesn't want to get married. So maybe we'll get you both married.
There I am. See?
So anyway, so what has your career been?
Oh my gosh, my career has spanned about 30 years in house music and in the dance, and being part of the creative team that created the house dance in New York City.
Wow.
Was a big thrill. For me, being part of something like that. Creating the underground.
Were you very young? Started that?
Yeah. Straight in the clubs when I was 13, 14, hanging out in clubs that I couldn't get into generally. You know, I'd always be snuck in, or I'd always get know somebody. You know, I was lucky to know somebody who would let me get in as long as I played the part. You know.
Oh, come on. You know what they say in show business, not what you know, it's who you know.
Exactly. And we know a lot of people, you know. Being in New York City in the underground, in New York City, was a lot of fun. It was a crazy time in house music. And when it started off, we helped create it. And this is where it's at today, man.
That's amazing. So where are you going now? You've done all this, you've achieved an awful lot, you've got all of your goals are all in order. What are you doing right now, and how can I help you get to where do you want to what have you got in that back pocket of yours?
Basically, I like to kick out the knowledge. I like to teach. I'm teaching. I teach a few classes now, which is good. A bunch of kids, a couple of adults. I mean, people who just love the music and what I bring to the table. I also have a very nice following here on Facebook, and it helps me get my music, my dancers, my team out, and it's always great fun when we are at events. People just feel the energy. There's something about a Jay Perez video as opposed to somebody else who's posting stuff out here. It's totally different.
AJ, what would you like to say to Georgette? Georgette looks a little frustrated here. I think we need to bring her in a little bit.
Yes.
Georgette, man, all you gotta do is keep your head up, man. You know, there's always a reason for things, and you know, and if you believe in the man upstairs, he'll guide you through all of this. You know? And that's the most important thing, is not lose yourself in all of this, and make sure you maintain a focus on what you're doing in life and who you're around, and
I want to ask both of you a question. Both of you have said that you started at a very young age. And I know that when we want to go into the entertainment business, it seems to start very young. Why?
I'll let you.
Why? Because I was born in it. I had no choice. I was born in Ringling Brothers. See, my mother also was in Ringling Brothers Circus. My grandmother's a horseback rider. So you're born in, that's it. And I'm happy. Because people say all the time, I could have done this, I could have done that. Well, luckily for me, I was in a situation, I did it. And I keep on doing it too. And I'm not through with life yet, trust me.
Oh, I love your tenacity. It's amazing. Is it Julia?
Yeah, Jay Perez. You can call me Jay Perez.
Okay.
Everybody does.
Okay. So you started at a very young age. How old are you now?
Oh, I'm close to 50. I'm close to 50. I'll keep it in that range there.
You know, really, this is fantastic. I'll tell you why. The reason it's fantastic, I've got two older people here that are both are still ready to go. So one's 72, one's nearly 60, and both still up there and still ready to go to the next part and do the next thing. Whereas most people are kind of retiring, thinking, "Oh well, goodbye." I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but I'm pretty up there too. But maybe not as.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You don't look anything like you're up there. You are very, very young.
But thank you. I like you.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Look at me making you blush now. Don't blush on me, girl.
AJ, what would you like to ask her, Georgette?
Well, I love her concept about empowering women and also helping each other. You know, we queens, all of us are queens and goddesses in my mind, and we are here to lift each other up, connect with each other, relate to each other, have a form a community, and help each other. And the kings also, we're also to be here for the kings like Jay Perez and others.
Pleasure and an honor to be here.
Absolutely.
And that's my whole mission and my belief. So I would want to ask Georgette.
Wine.
What's that?
I want some of that wine you're drinking, Georgette.
It's cranberry juice.
Oh, yeah. It's
no, it's for real. I just like fancy glasses, but it is cranberry juice. I drink a gallon of water a day. I do 4 different vitamins, and I walk every day.
That's great.
AJ.
Yes.
AJ, honey. AJ.
Yes.
I got 16-year
attitude,
but I got 500 years of wisdom. You got me?
Yes.
16-year attitude, but 500 years of wisdom. So I won't grow old because I don't get good attitude.
I think it's wonderful.
You there?
Yes, absolutely. Ninon, a window just popped up from Zoom saying we have 9 minutes and 41 seconds left. So I want to let all our guests know.
Where's the other? There's another guest coming in, right?
I don't have him in the waiting room at all. I was hoping that another two more guests were going to come on, Chris Stokes and Robin Wilson, but I'm not sure what happened.
So Jay, if nothing left in, you've done, both of you have done a lot. What is left for you? Georgette is going to be she's going to the production company, she's going to do films and everything about women and building us all up. What have you got in store for yourself, what you would like to do? What would you like, what is there in the back there that you haven't done yet that you would like to bring out?
I'd like to actually open up a dance school for all types of dance. So many different steps from ballet. I'd like to have different classes throughout the day. And it's going to be like a revolving door, something like that, where you're coming in, you're seeing the previous class. Unfortunately, because where we're at now in the pandemic, a lot of these dreams that we have are on hold, and we can't do much here in the United States, and it's very difficult sometimes to put food on the table for some people, and we want to make sure that house music is a way that you can uplift yourself, I want to teach those methods, not everybody teaches things the proper way. When the kids look at me and they say, hey, they call me JP. JP, I appreciate all this. These are kids who are telling me they appreciate what I do, and I love that, and that will always continue. That teaching is what I really want.
But do you know what I've found about this pandemic? I seem to be working twice as hard, more than I did before. But what this pandemic has done, it seems to give us a lot of different directions to do something, rather than sort of the same old rut. So, there's a program I think it's on the iPhones everywhere anyway. It's called Mirror. And it's giving...
Okay. Yes, I'm familiar.
You've heard of that. And they give exercises, and the person that's teaching you is behind you. And you're in front, but you're in your living room. Now, the person that thought of that was amazing, because you don't have to be anywhere. You could just be in your home. So there's so many different ways now of actually using your brain and finding out which other road you want to go down, and let's try this and let's try that. And so we're kind of, a lot of us has been taken out of our comfort zone. We all get into a comfort zone. And a comfort zone is very dangerous because
Absolutely.
you're happy there and it's comfortable. You've got money coming in, you got this happening and that happening, and everything's pretty cool. Then all of a sudden, the pandemic is like, what do we do now? Where do we go? How do we do it? Well, this gives us the opportunity, the greatest opportunity, to try other things. So, Jay, this is your opportunity. And Georgette, I don't think I have to tell Georgette because she seems to have talking about all the time.
You know, it's very, very difficult now, again, with the pandemic, where you can't be around people. But the teachers that I know, the great legends like Ejo Wilson, Kelly Sellers, Shannon Wishmay Barber, and the list goes on. You know, what they're doing now, they're doing online classes where you do like you pay for your classes online. And you're still, like you said, you're not really in the room, but you're there. So they're doing a lot of that. They're very, very well known throughout the world because they've been around the world and competing in a lot of these Just Dance seminars and so many. So being privileged to watch them and watch what they do, absolutely, that would be the route, is to go online, keep teaching. There are people who are still interested at home. You know, they don't. And again, it's more than just that. It's just getting the actual person active. You know, you don't want to be in a mashed up in a house and doing absolutely nothing. I know people like that, you know, waiting for something to happen.
Something, Jay, if you could say something to the younger generation, what would you like to tell them right now what they should do?
Soak in as much knowledge from every legend you could possibly get in contact with, you know. If you're really involved in dancing, you'd want to reach out to legends like Tony Basil, choreographers, Melba, I forgot her name. So many great, you know, I went out, when I wanted to dance, I went out to the big club, you know, Roseland Ballroom in New York City. And I want to make sure that these guys are motivated to go into New York City and look for those stars and say, hey, Mr. Gregory Hines, I want to dance with you. Mr. Davion Glover, I want to dance with you.
Okay.
You know?
Let me ask Georgette. Georgette, what would you like to tell the younger generation out there right now of this day and age, right from now on? What would their aim be and what should they do? Georgette.
Well, first of all, get an education. Honey, I went to school
Absolutely.
2 days of my whole life. I've had no education at all. My education is reading road signs along the highway and driving 80, 100,000 miles a year. I've been driving semi-trucks as I was 10 and driving a car since I was 6 years old. You know, and following the semi-trucks. You're sitting on a wooden coat case with gas hitting the brakes, driving down the highway with all makeup and everything. Start performing at age 3. That don't do nothing for you. With that education, it's horrible. It's horrible. People say, oh, Georgette, it's okay. You got knowledge. No, because someone can take over my whole life. It can own my whole life. Just some paperwork. Start a movie company, recording, commercials. And without education, you don't know what they're going to be doing to you. So I say, kids, learn guitar, learn the piano, learn harmonica, but get an education. That way you have fun too. You know, perform and have a good time. Get the education.
Wow.
Absolutely.
We've heard from both of you, and it's been amazing. AJ, they've given a great message out there. Thank you both for giving the time and coming onto the show. Absolutely amazing. And
Absolutely.
Vegas, are you both in Vegas?
I'm in New York City.
Huh?
I'm in New York City.
New York. And Georgette, where are you? You said you go to do the movie in Vegas. Georgette.
What are you?
Yes.
I'm sorry, one more time.
The time was, are you making...
I'm in Las Vegas.
Oh, you're in Vegas. I'm going to get you on my show.
I know. I'm learning. No. I've been in 7 movies. The movie I just got to be involved with is called Finding Godell. The day the virus hit,
nice.
the movie couldn't go. So, but right now, like I'm telling the kids, the same thing. Research anything you want to do in life. So I'm taking this time, like you're saying, to learn more about what to do with the commercials, recording studio. The main thing, I need financial backing.
Yes.
But go to my Facebook, Georgette, Dante. You're going to see me with lions and tigers and my fire eating, my acrobatics, a strong woman, picking 2 guys up, and more history there. You know what I'm saying, honey? What do we got in for this time? We've been talking. Say hubba hubba.
Thank you both.
Hubba hubba, boo boo.
Yeah, and that's been amazing. Anything we'd like to say farewells, AJ?
Yes, thank you so much to the amazing Jay Perez, a king of house and dance and music and hip hop, and also.
Thank you, AJ.
Oh, you're so welcome. My pleasure.
I didn't get a chance to really talk to you, man, but thank you, man.
Oh, love you guys. We love you guys. And Georgette, the queen of Vegas, the woman of many talents, burlesque, fire performing, like way before all of these young people. Maybe they could learn a little bit from you. I love it. Thank you so much.